What percentage of hospitalizations do you think are caused by medication issues? 10%? 25%? Believe it or not, 40%. That's almost half of all hospitalizations, which could potentially be avoided. Here's a quick look at just a couple of common pitfalls that happened to hypothetical patient Lynda that could just as easily send you to the hospital as well. Lynda has a history of high blood pressure and takes metoprolol 50 milligrams twice daily as prescribed by her doctor. She went into the hospital for gallbladder surgery and was discharged home with a prescription for Lopressor 50 milligrams twice daily. Upon returning home, she resumed her metoprolol dose and began taking Lopressor as well. What she did not realize is that metoprolol is the generic version of Lopressor, which meant she was suddenly taking a double dose of her blood pressure medication. Lynda was back in the hospital only days later because of a fall due to low blood pressure. Anytime a new medication is prescribed, be sure to inform your provider of all medications you are currently taking and make sure there are no conflicts or overlapping meds. Don't forget to mention over-the-counter meds and vitamins too. Upon returning home from the hospital the second time, Lynda was now only taking metoprolol twice daily. So she thought she was on the right track. She would take her second dose with her supper at 5 o'clock. Her next dose would not be until she woke up the next morning around 8. This meant that there were 15 hours between doses. It's no surprise that she was waking up each morning with a headache and high blood pressure that once again sent her to the emergency room. If a medication is prescribed more than once per day, the amount of time between doses is very important. Make sure to space your medications as evenly apart as possible so there are no big gaps between doses. By simply moving her last dose to bedtime instead of with supper, Lynda was able to wake up feeling great. In Lynda's case, the cost of simple medication errors really added up when you calculate the stress, anxiety, and financial impact of 2 avoidable hospitalizations. That's why it's so important that you understand what medications you are taking and how to properly take them. If you're lucky enough to have a telehealth coach through CareCycle Solutions, you know that these are exactly the kinds of clues we are watching for 24 hours a day. If you're overwhelmed with minding your meds, we have a solution. Go to our Hints for Health section at carecyclesolutions.net.